Hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me alright, and I know you likely hear the fan as well. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's so bloody hot here, I will literally die if I have to turn the fan off. So, unfortunately, at least for like the next probably week or so, steady streams will have a fan in it because temperature is yet to improve. But yeah, it's been a bit. So I don't like to stream and stuff just because, I don't know, like, the Minna is hitting it a little. But I want to do something fun doing anything for a while. And things are starting to like get sort of organized or something. Plus, I really want to continue this game. Oh, we can choose the songs again. I'm pretty happy with what we selected before. We'll stick with these for now. Oh, it's Boss. Boss is the best character. Sorry, I had to click off for a second. And because of how I have to set it up, I click off, just gonna go down. Well, technically it just goes to my display, but that's for my cover. We need to get back. That's the other character in the thumbnail. Side. But Donna is best. Boss. Let me know how this is. And thank you for showing up. It's just a kind of a lower energy backup stream because everything's been super busy lately. But I wanted to stream because otherwise I feel like a V-tweeter, and I'm just not doing anything. Let me know how like the audio and stuff is now. Oil flavors. Bitter but not too, but yeah, okay, that's like, I feel like kind of like bitter or that kind of stuff is like typical alcohol and like tea flavors that I don't drink tea that much.
You stream before so you're already not a VTuber. Yeah, but like if I go for like for a long period, I feel bad. It's like a personal commitment to not like go too long. Sorry if it's too confusing. Something better but not too much. Maybe something better and girly. Obviously, yeah, we can get you. This game has some of the best music. I've said it like in previous streams all, but it's so good. Sunshine Clouds is the one that I want us to make. We can make her a large. People who tend to miss chat too much and feel bad not streaming. Yeah. I don't know, there's also like some other reasons that I feel bad, but I don't want to get into it too much because it's like mood killer stuff. It's just Menhara. So we could do this one, or we could make it bigger. We'll add a bit of alcohol just to add more bitterness. Yeah, I forgot to say, for every drink that we make, I'm going to be drinking out of the drinks I have. Not the full thing, because I can't drink a full thing. I can't like chug it, but definitely drinking a decent amount. Yeah, I feel like this Karmatron is good, unless we want to double it. Because if we double it, then, I don't know, just could make things more interesting. And I think we can charge more. Make that money. So what do you guys think? The downside is she might not like it. We could also double it and not increase the alcohol. Yeah, let's do that. Optional care train means filled with care. Alright, yeah, we'll double it and just keep on it. We'll fill it with to the brim then. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? So she's gonna be very drunk. This is just okay. She likes it. I'm the star that always shines. She's an idol. The glow that will guide you through your Sora. Northern light that will show you your dreams. Kira Miki. I like how there's like little ad and stuff on the TV. Oh, you can click. I never. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is a really nice touch. Ah, that's so cool. I never, like, I played this game a bit previously, like a year ago. I never finished it though, but I didn't know that you could. Oh, and that's the egg. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, what's a good channel? Well, this is peak content. Maybe we stick with that one. That's channel 7. Okay, but what's the wrestling? Yeah. So, Miss Miki or Kira Miki? No, you're not getting it. I'm just Kira Miki. Here, let me help you. I'll say Kira and you say Miki. Kira. Miki. No. Put more spirit into it. Kira. Miki. Almost there. Kira. Miki. Kira. Miki. Kira. Miki. Everyone gets into it. Kira. Miki. I wish I could do voices. That's the one thing. With like this type of game, it's really good if you can do voices. But my vocal range, ever since like grade like 10 or 11, it like killed itself. Too much singing in the choir. I can't go high or anything anymore. Mixie. I'm also hesitant to shout or anything because of our roommates. Never forget it. What the hell am I doing out here? Nice to know that you still have it. Yeah, she has a concert in a bit. She was being interviewed by one of her other patrons. The great, Danny, I can't remember his name. Newspaper guy. Yeah. The one who's kind of a dick. Alright, you're the Ludum that's putting on a concert tonight. I'm one Ludum that's putting a concert on. I don't know if I'm the same Ludum you're looking for. And what are you doing all the way down here? Yeah, Donovan, that's his name. I need Donnie. Yeah. He's rude. He's kind of like funny, but also not rude. It's nice that he like mainly just orders beers though. That makes it really helpful. What are you doing all the way down here? Well, they were making last preparation for the concert, so I snuck out. My producer is always obnoxious while that's going on, so I just decided to leave. I saw one of the concert posters outside and decided to check this place. Just that, it's not a little bit dangerous. Like, he's decent. He's like he's funny. He's a personality. I wouldn't get along with him. But in a game, it's a lot of fun. And it's really nice having like lots of different contrasting, especially in this type of game. Because if you have like all like similar personalities and stuff, it's just kind of boring. Is that a bit dangerous? Won't your producer be mad when you go back? Especially if she's gonna be tipsy after the amount of camera training we gave her. Oops. Bit of a drunk concert. It's not the first time I've done this. He still needs me to do the concert anyway. I see. How big is the concert? We planned for a bit over 100,000 people and sold out fast. Oh, imagine. No, it's not air conditioning. It's a fan. It's like literally, there's no air conditioning in this place, and I am boiling alive. It's awful out here, man. But once it's only gonna be for a little bit longer. Once it starts to cool down, then it's gonna be good. Fan blowing air in my eyes in 4D. Yeah, I'm the first 4D VTuber for sure. What was that? So managed to secure yourself no show in a couple weeks. But yeah, no, it's like 27 during the day or something ridiculous like that, so it's boiling. Managed to secure yourself another show in a couple weeks. That's nice. Yeah, I may not have as much fans as other performers, but mine are very loyal, and that's nice. Over 100,000 is not many, then what exactly is? 100,000 is like, especially if getting like a concert. Because that's 100,000 in the area, or able to travel easily to the area. That is very good. Based on your demonstration from before, I should call you Miss Miki, right? You don't get it, I start from the top. No, I can't, please go. I'll just call you Miss Idol then. Ooh, I like that. Hey, do you have anything soft? Softest and alcohol free? No, I mean softest and soft. Yeah, we can figure something out. Yeah, let's see what we can get you. Yeah. I don't think you can play as anyone else besides Joe. So, what's the one of this one? Yeah. This is the softest one, I think. And we'll make it a large because why not? I don't think yet that there's any there's been any major consequence. That and then age, and since it's optional, we go with all of it. Alright, can we take a drink? Yeah, that's what do with it. We're gonna get her super drunk. You're gonna be like blackout drunk by the time of the concert, and that's not good. Hey, have you considered being more theatrical on mixing drinks? Huh? Yeah, you know, like spinning bottles, lighting drinks on fire, that kind of stuff. Why do you waste perfectly good alcohol by lighting it on fire? That stuff I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, that's like more like high-end bars and stuff. Otherwise, people just want their drink. Because they want to go back to what they're doing a lot of the time. When I was in college, I tried going to a party once. Bartender who tried those tricks gave me a nasty bump in the forehead when the bottle slipped his hand. Yeah, they're also more dangerous. But usually you're fine. This kind of theatrics usually feel pointless and seem to slow down the process of actually making a drink. That is also very true. Like, if you're serving in high capacity, then you just don't have time. Especially if you're doing food and prep and stuff. Because even when I was working at, like, a cafe thing and we, weren't a full restaurant or anything, we were still, when we were getting food orders, everyone goes in at once. And so you really need to be, on your game. And, always being efficient. And even then, whenever we're doing drinking stuff, we were just pouring in stuff. And we still have to be very, efficient and stuff in that, and the food making. And so, realistically, in, a proper restaurant or bar, I can't imagine that you'd have time to be doing theatrics, unless you're, in, a very high-end establishment, where it's, more expensive, and, less, it's quality, I guess, for lack of a better term, over quantity. And so you don't have as many customers, but they're paying a lot more. In which case, they're paying for some part for the show. But in, most bars, I imagine, and, where I worked and stuff, it was, you wanted to just do good quality service, and just be efficient, because there's, everyone just going in line. Please don't spike their drink. I'm not spiking their drink. It's not spiking if you're just giving them lots of alcohol. Because it's what they ordered. Legally distinct. That's an important note. That's life advice. If they order an amount of alcohol, and you give them that, then it's not spiking. I think it technically is illegal, because I remember on the bartending, exam thing that I did, that you are, as the bartender, you are responsible for how much your patrons drink, at least, in Canada, in the region that I'm in, and, if they get, drunk and rowdy, you are, at least partially responsible for that, which is why you have to, which is part of why you have to, count drinks and stuff, because pretty much, if they, cause a scene, it's your ass on the line, potentially legally. So, I guess maybe it's spiking then, but, it's kind of different. It's more like criminal negligence or something than like drugging them. You know? It's different. I'm just gonna say it's different. Yeah, but never underestimate the power of putting on a good show. It can feel incredible and be very rewarding, you know? So keep in mind. As long as you're not taking them home, I guess. No. Oh, yeah, if you're, it's not smoking, you're not taking them home. But you are, like as a bartender, obviously you can't smoke at regular at all. They're very... That's one of the things they're very aware of in, like, the training and stuff. Like, they had a whole, like, module, basically, on, like, what to keep an eye out on that and all that. And the another major, basically the rest of it was on trying to figure out how much people, like, their tolerance, basically. Because, like, a large part of the training, how not to drug clients, how to keep them from getting drugged. So how to not, like, you know, rules about, like, them, like, people being ordered drinks by other people, which is basically, you can't do that, like, pretty much at all. And in the rare cases that is, like, possible, they have to, like, order it. They have to go to you, say that you order it. You have to go to the person getting the drink, ask about it, and then you bring them the drink directly, so the other person can't touch it at all. There are some other stuff. Like, basically the rest of the course was how to guess how much alcohol that people can drink without getting, like, too drunk. Which was actually surprisingly difficult, because one of the example things that they gave was, like, guess their weight and height, but they don't give you a metric to measure their height or their weight or anything. They just give you, like a kind of like cartoony, like WikiHow style image of, like, people at the bar, and, like, with the cut off by the bar, so you can't really tell their height, and then you have to, like, guess randomly, basically, how, like, much they weigh and how tall they are, to determine how much they're able to drink. Because there is, like, the legal responsibility to not serve them, if they've reached that limit. You're obliged to basically say, nope, you can't do that, here's some water or something, see you in, like, an hour or whatever, if you're like... Do they let you preemptively drug people if you're concerned for their safety? No, I think they basically just recommend, like, call management or something to deal with it. Because it wasn't, like, training for, like, being in charge of it. It was training for, like... Oops, I clicked off. Training for, just, like, being a bartender. And also not training on how to mix drinks or anything like that. It was just a qualification. It was training on being legally able to serve alcohol at, like, a party or in a bartending capacity. It's like they have food quality, like food serving certifications as well. You want me to sign it? Oh, sure, I guess. Oh, I guess. Are you sure or not? Yeah, do as you please. Okay, then who should I make it out to? Maybe for my boss. I wonder if Gil would like it though. Your name, girl. Oh, for Jill then. Yeah, our character is Jill in this, sorry. I can't remember what it's short for. I don't think it was Jillian, though. For Jill, never lose your star, from Kira Miki. Oh, that's a pretty autograph. Thanks. No, thank you. I'm guessing someone such as... with as many fans as yourself as their fair share of stalkers, right? Well, there are two kinds of people that obsess over me. There are the shy ones that follow me everywhere, hiding just out of sight. And then there's my fan club. What's the difference between them? The fan club follows me around a lot. They usually keep a distance. Actually, I think they're outside waiting for me right now. Bro, they don't even want to come in and order drinks. Rude. I don't even get the business out of that. They're also very organized. They make pretty good soul. She's thinking ahead. I like this. I like her. The others, the stalkers, are a bit sneakier and don't act in groups. Guessing those stalkers must be bothersome, huh? Actually, they're not that bad. Stalkers are nice when you get used to them. I remember one once protecting me from being mugged. There's another that breaks into my house once a week to make me breakfast. But she fails to see the problem. I just wish they'd... Okay. She really is a glass half full person. If they were... If any of you guys sneak in here... I don't know, I can't say shoot on sight because there's no guns in here. But something. I'll get you. I take pride in how neat they are my underwear, you know? I take pride in my old liquor collection. I guess it's the same. Oh, it isn't. Hey, give me... Oh, one sec, sorry. My roommate is texting me. Okay, we're good. Sorry, they just had a question about the food and stuff, and if they could borrow some. That's fine. Tell them, no, bro. I got that the food they're asking about is stuff that I got for the roommates because I was going to the store and it was on the shopping list. Eat it anyway. I don't like the food though. It's like bananas. It's fruit. It's gross. That's like healthy food. That's nasty. Icky. Eat it. No. What do you mean? What the fuck? Not like you. What? Are you a banana fan? You like bananas? Is it a bit late for a concert? It's part of my gimmick. I always make concerts that go from night till dawn. I like the gimmick. That's part of why I really like Flavor. Is because we have the food gimmick, which I think is like a lot of fun. I really like VTuber designs that have like a theme. I think and that resonate with the theme, but actually fit and stuff. It's really cool. Like Nyana and banana. I don't hate Nyana, I just hate bananas. No, Nyana's great. But bananas are bad. All bananas except for Nyana are bad. Yeah. Because they're gross. They're just weird. They're mushy. They're ugh. Why would I have that? That's
Please tell me this is kayfabe. No. Well. I'm not a huge fruit person. And when my favorite fruit is like frozen blueberries. Other than that, I'll eat like apples, like and oranges and stuff, and all that. But I don't eat it like regularly. But some fruits and stuff, just instant. Like bananas. Besides Nyana, who's a great banana, check out her debut on the 23rd. Frozen blueberries are fine. I have like 4 bags of them in the freezer, and non-insignificant reason that I really wanted to have a large freezer in this place that we moved in is because I could store frozen blueberries there and other food. But frozen blueberries are literally like my go-to food. I've actually, it's been a problem because I've actually started to become like picky with the frozen blueberries that I eat. Like I know that like there are some that are better than others, and that the interesting thing that you don't think of, and this is what they don't tell you. Yeah, I'm a picky eater. Okay, shut up. Because there are some frozen there are some frozen blueberries that are good. Some are you can get unlucky. And they're also, what they don't tell you is that it depends on the freezer. This is what the government does not want you to know. I'm speaking frozen blueberry truths here. If you have a worse freezer, the better the frozen blueberries are, because if it gets warmer and then like all the juice and stuff like kind of comes out and then it freezes again, then it actually tastes better. Because like it comes all the waters and stuff crystallizes around the blueberry. Yeah, like if you freezer burn your blueberries, they taste better. This is a true and real blueberry fact. Yeah, they become like all crunchier and like taste really good. What do you mean insanity? I'm speaking the truth. Just because you don't like it, just because you disagree, you're wrong. You're objectively wrong. Big freeze. Well, I got a I forget the big freezers. The ones that you like open from the top and all that. But yeah, no. You have to, so like if you have a worse freezer, it's more likely to freezer burn the frozen blueberries, which is, the freezer burn's bad for everything else. I don't think freezer burn's good on pretty much anything else, but it's really good on blueberries. And there are also some other tricks to making them like, it's more likely to freezer burn if like you've opened the packaging and stuff already. Like if it's like not sealed. So that's a trick I do with the blueberries that I have, is I just open them all so that they don't get freezer burned. And then they're better. There's a meta. This is how it's done. This is what the government has been hiding from you. And if you don't like it, then you're just part of the conspiracy. Be depressed if they ask for your love as a drug as an encore, though. Sounds nice. Need to make people feel their tickets were worth the ridiculous price, you know? Don't you think it pays for something to find out you shouldn't have bothered? Yeah, one time I bought some expensive coffee in this one cafe. Tastes like filthy water with cream. I still don't know if it was coffee or the girl that served it, but it was bad. Honestly, I'm not a big coffee drinker. It all just kind of tastes like not great to me. It's just like bean juice. Speaking of which, do you have anything bitter? Really need to wake myself up. We just gave you something very bitter. Oh, let me guess. Your coffee is incredible. No, if I want caffeine, first of all, I can just take meth. And second of all, legal meth, YouTube, thank you. And second of all, I can just have, like,
Coke or something. The drink, Coca-Cola. Yeah. That's how I don't need to drink coffee for caffeine. And otherwise, it's just not that good. It's just fancy bean juice. I think it's also because I don't really like legal meth. Thank you. It's like it's an ADHD thing. You wouldn't understand. I'm just so special that they give me meth for my issues. What's something bitter to sober up? We made something bitter. Well, yeah. Okay, I take 5 ants. I used to take one that was more, like, technically meth. But these are, it's a meth equivalent. It does the same thing. It literally, like, does the same thing as meth. If it follows the same purpose, does the same thing. So, it's legal meth, essentially. I think I talked about this, but I used to, because it, like, the drug I was previously taking started with meth, I used to get texts from the pharmacy saying your meth is ready for pickup, because, they would just use the first, like, few letters of it. They'd shorten it down. Get bitter drinks. This is what made her before, right? Okay, so bitter to sober up, though. I feel like one of these would describe you. No, these are not real drinks, at least as far as, like, some of them are, like, based off of, like, Shirley Temple, Bloody Mary, Martini. Okay, not that one. We probably should... Yeah, we probably shouldn't, like... We should just give her something we know she's gonna like. What's the bottle drinks, actually? Favorite drink? Well, my favorite drink I've ever had is, like, alcoholic drink. Okay, be creative, get her super drunk. Oh, we can just do one of these bad boys. Sell her to her stock. Dun, dun, dun. Well, cause my only worry is she's gonna, like, fail. We'll do a large one of these till they get some more. And we want that money. And we'll just do a big. Mucho alcohol. There we go. Yeah, alcoholic. So it's basically, it's red stripe, type of red stripe. So it's only in Jamaica, unfortunately. But it's actually where it's the inspiration for me, Sorrel, the V2 Bartender. It's a sorrel flavored, like, light lager. So it's not super high in alcohol percentage. It's only like 2.5%, I think. But it, like, tastes really good. And so you can, like, drink a bunch and, like, have a good time. But they only sell it in Jamaica. And so I can't get it here, and it's the worst, and I hate it. And if they ever, like, ship it to Canada, I'm gonna buy, like, so much of it. So that's my favorite alcoholic drink, that, like, overall. My favorite one currently that I can actually, like, get here is Mike's Hard Lemonade, because it doesn't taste really like alcohol. Because I don't like the taste of alcohol. But if I want to drink, I want to get drunk. Like, if I'm drinking, I want to get drunk. I'm not drinking for, like, the taste. I don't get why people like the taste, personally. But now that I have something like Mike's Hard Lemonade, which is, like, a good, like, 5%, which is what I'm drinking now. But it also is, like, tastes decent. then I think that's good. That works for me. In fact, I think I just finished. Yeah. Because if I'm drinking, I want it to taste like decent, yeah. Why did you go to Jamaica and try that drink? It was actually relatively, I can't remember. And hi Minna, thanks for showing up. I hope you are doing well in Japan. I go there somewhat regularly because I have a lot of family there. Like my grandmother is Jamaican and big extended family, and also it's a really nice kind of tourist destination, so it's really nice to go to. So I think it was year and a half ago, a year ago in March, I believe. Was one of the last one, and that time was pretty fun. And that's where I first got to try the sorrel beer. I was like, oh, this is really good. I wish I should get that. And then I realized I found out I could not get it in Canada, and I was very sad. But they know I like it so much that whenever they visit, they brought some for me, which was very kind of them. I think I posted a picture of it on my Twitter ages ago. But yeah, it's a nice the sorrel red stripe drink because it's the sorrel. It tastes a bit spicy, for lack of a better term. Doing well. Currently folding diaper laundry. Oh, that sounds rough. It's hot but beautiful here. Yeah, I want to go. I'm still salty because my family took a trip to Japan without me. They took my sister that was last March. Because I couldn't go because university and I have to be a responsible adult or all those alleged things. And so I'm still still wishing I could go, but one day I'll go. But it seems really nice there, and it's not surprising that you guys are having the same heat stuff that we're having over here. Seems like it's everywhere these days. All right, let's serve this. Yeah, this is not gonna sober you up. I'm so sorry. It could be a bit sweeter, but it's delicious. Ah, we didn't get the right. Well, we're not getting a perfect score. Shit. Clear she waking up or something. So, really nice. Thanks. Hey Joe, have you ever lost your identity? No, I don't think so. Lost my ID card a couple times. Oh yeah, that stuff. Yeah. No, I mean your identity. Forgotten who you are. What's with the change in expression? I think we made her upset, guys. I think that we made a mistake. Really. I did. Kiramiki is just an artist name. At first, it was hard for me to play the part, you know? Okay, we got her drunk enough, it's actually spilling her. But I gained so much as back from the culture, I decided to invest myself. And I overdid it. I became so invested in the character that I forgot who I was. Who was I before I became Kiramiki? What did I like? Where does Kiramiki end and I begin? I just don't know anymore. Sounds rough. What drove you to such a decision? The fact that I know I'm performing a noble duty. How? You have to deal with many stressful things in everyday life. Work, debt, sickness, insecurity, the black slime that comes out of the sewers every full moon. You don't know what will await you every morning. You don't know if you'll make it back to bed that night. When measured, the cons of life outweigh the pros. People need something to cling to, and for many, I am that thing. You are? Sure, my cons without seeing themselves for 4 hours. They're not a nurse, an office worker, or a store clerk. For those 4 hours, it's just part of the mass that goes to see an idol. No religion, gender, or social class divides them. They're all at the same level. Yeah. This is actually really interesting commentary on being on streaming and stuff as well. This is... I definitely did not see this in the first playthrough I did. I'm very glad that we decided to give her a ton of alcohol.
When not in concert. I tried. Oh, no, technically this is the third drink, and they've all been like literally full to the brim with alcohol. So I can't. She's very. The poor girl's very drunk right now. You have to understand. When not in concert, I try to give them songs that would cheer them up. That'll make their lives worth living. When I see the people call my name from the stage, I know they're thanking me. Thanking me for that single moment when they can be happy. That's what I love about the stadium. I'm down below while they're up high. If forgetting who I was before me, I can protect those smiles, so be it. I'll make that sacrifice as many times as needed. Because I live for them, because I know I help them. I'm the star that always shines in the dark night sky. I'm the glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I'm the northern light that will show you your dreams. I am Kiramiki. Don't you ever forget that. Did she just run off without paying? Oh, hi Ramon Sanchez, thank you for showing up. We're just playing some Valhalla. And I think our patron just ran out on us. We ride to the stadium. Do something else, huh? I suddenly feel the urge to ditch my shift and follow. Do you think she's telling the truth? Give me a sec. According to this article, renamed Michelle Kingston, deployed about 2 years ago. She did a few variety shows that are jazz band, but went solo afterward. What was all that talk then? She was drunk and she was very peculiar. Very interesting. She's just sad drunk. Or like, not sad drunk, not the right word, but like, introspective, I guess. But it was a very interesting commentary on like how streamers can be, and like just media in general, can be used, like the entertainment industry, to help fight like the mundanity and the negative things in life. I think it's fairly accurate for a lot of people. Like everyone's got their like media types of media that give them joy. And for some of us it's gonna be VTubing and like VTubers and all that. Some of us it's gonna be movies, TV, like sports, all that. Getting women drunk, Sim. Getting people drunk. If you say it like that, it sounds worse. Figure. Still quite the motivational performer, though. What that? Boss, we're done. Oh, does that mean we got to go to the concert? You feel like going to that girl's concert? No, I don't think so. I don't have tickets. Boss, does the name Red Comet ring any bells? Boy, that was my moniker during my wrestling. Yeah, see, this is why she is best girl, because she's also like a cool wrestler. She like saved a girl the last work day. She's just awesome. Boss is best. That's what they called me during my time in the Grand Slam Fighters. They saw me coming, but they couldn't stop me before I crashed into their heads. Any reason for being red specifically? That way I was 3 times faster. Soren, is it legal for bartenders to date their clients? I don't see why not. If you were trying to like, you know, date them, or like, you know, get in their pants while they were drunk, I could see that being an issue. But like, if they're just like a client, then no. It's the same, like, if you work at a restaurant, your family can go to the restaurant, like, you know. I at least to my knowledge, it's not legal. Is it probably more legal for me to date the boss? But you know, we'll figure that out when it comes to it. That way I was 3 times faster. True, if you're red, you are faster. That is a fact. That's why my red hair makes me faster. When you find that, did you like wrestling? A client mentioned it yesterday when he saw you. I just kind of remembered it. Ah, I see. I should take you to a wrestling match sometime. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe. In any case, Gil's cleaning the glasses today, so I'll leave now. Take care. I watched, like, I had, I guess, small wrestling phase, but I never watched too much of it. It's interesting, though. Sorry, I just want... Shut up. Shut up. Not like that. Don't cram anything on your head without thinking, please. Yeah. Oh, we make pretty good money, I feel like. No mistakes. Flawless survey. Yeah, it was good. We had a good day. This is our Shining Fingered, I think, is the, like, rent, basically. See, isn't this so cute? Isn't this, like, so awesome? I love that. I meant to click shit. I meant to click something else. Are we winning, son? Well, hopefully. We're drinking and having a good time, and everyone's drinking. And wait, is this Yuri? I guess. I don't know. How far you can actually go, like with the character and stuff. I'm like 99% sure it's not like any plus or anything. But yeah, no, I don't know how far it goes. Wait, Jill's a woman? Yeah, no, Joe's a woman. Gil is a man. Just in case that helps. I'm glad I could enlighten you on this support. What do you think? Yeah, so this is Gillian's. Gil's male. We are not. Okay, let's change the channel to good old wrestling. I was expecting the bar to be different from before opening hours, but I guess it's the same entire thing. She's new. We haven't had her before. Alma, that's a nice name. Alma? Leonidas. Gillian. Marcella. I stumbled across her on my way and asked if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. So we already know her previously, I assume. Where's Boss? She didn't put on the helmet at the end, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. She's out to do something, save another person, probably. Boss is just that cool. Oh, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Alright then, thanks. Is it jukebox time? Let's put on some new music this time. Let's go to the back. Oh, this is different. I feel like it doesn't really fit with, like, a bar. That doesn't really fit either. This is like, this is the opposite. This is like, too calm. This is even calmer than the previous one, but it's like different. This could work. I feel like. This is the most important part of the game, by the way. Or any one. This is interesting, but this is the real gameplay. That one was not good. Well, this one's promising. I like this. Do the songs have effects? No. It's purely aesthetic. But it still is the most important part of the game. Oh, this is good. Are they just aesthetic? Yeah, they're just aesthetic. Oh, this isn't. That's yeah. Yep, just like that in the Starfield. I was seeing all the drama about it. Personally, like, I just don't care enough about the drama. That, like, it's... I literally just clicked OK because it already defaulted. It had a default that I was fine with. And boom, we moved on. And it was never an issue again. And I don't really remember it being, like, brought up or anything. Like, just play the game and judge the game based off of, like, the actual, like, gameplay and stuff. This is good. Amply Sword isn't making a spicy political statement. I mean, there just isn't a lot to comment on. The game itself is not making a spicy political statement. It's just, for one, it's like a very typical game. I've played a lot of like Starfield recently, not like off stream and stuff because I don't think I can handle streaming it that well. And it's just like a regular like Bethesda game. Like if you're really like, if you're looking for like stuff, if you're looking for the stuff that the people who are upset about the pronouns thinks are going to be there, you're not going to find it. So, in a sense, it's just kind of settling that middle road that people who are looking for that stuff aren't going to be happy. The people who are unhappy with the like the pronouns and stuff, are also going to be unhappy. It's just, I don't get it. I don't care. It's like a 7. Like a 7, a 7.5 maybe. The game's alright. I'm going to be completely honest, it really just made me want to play No Man's Sky more. Because No Man's Sky, it's... Yeah. It'll be really good once there's a mod that makes it like No Man's Sky. It's like... The gunplay is a lot of fun. So the gunplay is good. Yeah, exactly. Want to just play No Man's Sky? Well, that's what I ended up doing. Is I just played a lot of No Man's Sky. Like 2 days ago I was playing Starfield. Yesterday I was just playing a lot of No Man's Sky because like No Man's Sky, it's what I wanted to play really. Like the gunplay, the combat in Starfield is actually, I think, part of the Starfield 125. Yeah, I don't know where they put that all in, honestly. It's that doesn't make sense to me. How it's so big, but it is. It's like 10 times bigger than No Man's Sky. Yeah, but the gunplay, the guns are actually, No Man's Sky is like, I think it's like 14. Because I reinstalled it recently. That's how much it was. The gunplay is better than No Man's Sky. I think the combat in No Man's Sky isn't actually that good. However, I think that's the like player combat. The spaceship combat I think is probably better. The spaceship combat's kind of even because No Man's Sky has better weapons and stuff. Like it has like more ship weapons and like different types of weapons for the ships. But you can't board the ships in No Man's Sky, and like it doesn't. There are like some movement stuff that you can do with the ships. Like you can get like thrusters to like more like a helicopter type thing, which makes the Starfield ship combat like the Starfield ship combat. The weapons on the ships feel worse, but the movement feels better. If that makes sense. Also, the economy in Starfield feels awful. Like, it feels like you never have enough money and you always need more. Which I think is a downside. And it feels difficult to earn that money. Fallout 4, I didn't mind Fallout 4, but I also was never, like, I didn't play a lot of Fallout and stuff before, and the combat of Fallout 4 that seemed fine. Only thing I had going for was the weapons did seem good. And the gunplay seemed alright. But I feel like it didn't seem like anything to write home about. The settlement system, New Vegas, I haven't played like too much of New Vegas because it just kept crashing a lot. And I didn't think, at the time, I didn't think to like install something that like reduce the crashes. And so I just like got annoyed with it and then never ended up continuing it. I should do that at some point though. And I do another settlement. Oh. I do know like the general belief seems to be that Fallout 4 was worse compared to the other ones. Hey, at least all the other Fallout games, Fallout 76 had NPCs though. That's big. You gotta. NPCs are hard, man. Games. There's a reason most games don't have NPCs. I'm telling you. It's still crazy we didn't have NPCs. Oh, it had a weapons maintenance? Oh, I don't like that. But, yeah. But yeah, like, going back to the Starfield, like, the gunplay and, like, the guns are really, like, here's the thing. It looks good. Like, unironically, the graphics and like the general like theme and stuff they've done a really good job at in Starfield. Like it feels like it looks like a space game, and like when you're looking at it, yeah, that it looks really good. Like all the outfits and all that, the like spacesuits you can wear, the guns you get, the ships, it all looks fantastic. The economy feels bad. The fact that you have to fast travel like everywhere feels really bad. Yeah, you'd hope it looks. Yeah, I know, but like it's really nailed. Like it really does look like really good. Did he visit Earth? I haven't visited Earth yet because I kind of stole a big ship. And I accrued a bounty of like 77,000 in the faction. I stole, yeah, you can steal ships, which is really nice. You have to register them and pay like a registration fee, but it's also registration fee is smaller than it costs to sell them once you've registered it. So if you have enough, like the initial money, you can make more money by doing it. Stole. Yeah, no, I stole. Goddamn, but I need licenses for everything. Yeah, I need a license to sell my ship, and so I gotta register it. But yeah, so if I got a bounty of like 77,000, which is like a lot in game, it's so much. That's what, like, because the economy is like super weird. And so I can't go back. I can't really go back in those systems anymore without like getting shot out of the sky immediately for piracy. But maybe eventually. Which is kind of turned into an issue because those are the areas where the main quests are. And oops. Let's just go with these things. Where are they? surprised you can't fake your comms ID or anything. There are like, I think there are some ways, but also, okay, because here's the other thing. A lot of stuff is locked behind your level. Which is part of what it feels like it's artificially slowing down the game. Like a lot of the research stuff, I have to level up to do, and to level up I have to go, like, it takes a while, and it feels like they've kind of slowed down progression. Which is part of why I went to a different game. But, like, a lot of, like, the minute-to-minute, like, gunfights and stuff feel really good, but when you're going into, like, the leveling or like grinding for money, it just does not feel good because you have to be doing a lot more for it. I know you can get skills to you can get skills that will like increase your average Fallout Master level. You can get skills like will increase your ability to like bring contraband without being caught, and so I'm pretty sure you can get something like to just bluff past the guards and stuff. But it's not, like I said, it's just really not easy to level up because there's one thing I actually do kind of like the level up system. Which is that they basically have to unlock the being able to get the next level. You have to do like tasks related to the area. Like to level up my piloting, I have to fly around and destroy some ships. To level up my carrying capacity, I have to sprint a distance with 75% or more of my weight, like of my equipment in my inventory. And that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's just Skyrim. And I think it's a bit different than Skyrim. Because it's specific, like, it's just Skyrim, kinda. Yeah, kinda. It's a bit different than the Skyrim system, because, like, it's a set amount of tasks. Like, it'll be like, you have to scan, like, specifically, like, 5 planets or whatever. It's not like you have to do, like, just gain XP by doing that thing. It's, like, slightly different. But, yeah, it is kind of just Skyrim in space. Which is why I think it's, like, it's a solid game. But if you compare it to, like, the other... It feels like it was promised No Man's Sky, and it just kind of failed to deliver. Honestly, I think the biggest issue with it, frankly, is just the fact that you have to fast travel literally everywhere. Like, if you're trying to go between planets in a system, you have to do a short fast travel. And I feel like, at least for me, that just really takes me out of it. Because I want to just be able to, like, fly, like, my ship and feel like I'm doing something, and not just being, like, in a short loading scene for like 50% of the gameplay. You also can't land your ship without like a cutscene. Like it's not like there's just too much like travel cutscenes. I think if they fix that, the game would be like 20% better. At least feel like 20% better to play. Alright. Let me just get a drink. Because my throat is starting to die of it. I don't know if it'd be like cooler to play. I think just 20% more like enjoyable. Because you're actually like playing the game. Like you're not just like waiting for like me to load in landing on the planet or take off. And if it because it takes away in a way takes away your agency to do so, it doesn't feel like you're actually doing it. And so it doesn't feel like you're playing a game, it feels like you're like railroaded. Even though you're not really railroaded because you have that freedom to go place it everywhere. but because of like the limited capacity you have that. If that makes sense. It doesn't even have the New Man Sky Warp sequence. Yeah. Like, it's just... If they had basically just copied, No Man's Sky, but made it with, like, the same graphics and stuff, that was in... that is in Starfield, and kept the gunplay of Starfield, it would be a very good game. I would say probably like a 9. Maybe, like, even higher. Like, it would be a fantastic game. But they took, like... They basically looked at, like, No Man's Sky and I was like, what if we just improved the gunplay at, like, the expense of everything else, basically? And so the gunplay does feel very good. And the guns look really cool. And, like, the overall design of stuff looks really good. And the ship... The other big thing it has over No Man's Sky is the ship customization. Even though it's less consequential, and the ships don't feel... Like, the visual ship customization, not the, like, stat-wise and stuff. That's the stat customization, a bit more limited. But that is, like, a big selling point, I feel like. And it is nice it has that. But they just did not, like, deliver on, like, the actual feeling of, like, landing on a planet or anything. Oh, just something to maybe say back in instruction. It kind of stuck. That's right. We went to school, made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That didn't rub off until high school or so. High school, like, kind of tried to do something similar, I think. At least, like, at the very start. Of, like... Have you played Sim Settlement? I haven't played Sim Settlement. Like, I've played a few and stuff, I think. But, like, Frostpunk count? Is that? That kind of thing. I played a bit of RimWorld and, like, that kind of thing, if that's what you're talking about. I can't say I'm, like, fantastic at it. But... Oh, Sim Settlement? Is that Fallout 4? No, I haven't played modern Fallout 4. I didn't finish the game for that. Like, a lot of games I play, like, pretty far into, and then I get distracted because I burn myself out by playing too much of it at once. Habit in Raw, so... Yeah, it's kind of like... You know, that's the signature. To chill. An autograph. Oh, because she was like too tipsy or whatever. Like Kira Miki girl came here yesterday before concert actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name there. Now I seem very surprised. I B-Link more actually. The stuff we can do, alright? Yep, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see, want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. She's not a fan. Yeah, no, she's an anti actually. She's running hate accounts. We've known each other for what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. Oh, hi, Matthias. Thank you for showing up. Kiri songs are bangers. Yeah, all the music in here. I don't know what's made by who yet, but like, oh, they're also good. Say you broke up with them. Wait, what do you have a problem with the Littums for? They make good music. I will say Dorothy's like a bit. She's kind of weird because you know the stuff there. Need we say more? But Kira Miki's kind of cool. They say you broke up. There's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know? Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? Frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss. The one's filling it. See, even Alma knows about that. Some seem sneakily. See, she's just like me. Jill's just like me. She has a crush on the boss. Is that true? What do you care? I guess she doesn't deny it. How did he find out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. Ooh. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. We'll give you a double because you asked so nicely. Bad touch. B. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully we can get her drunk enough that she'll just, like, delete it or something. That's the goal. Here you go. It's just one big... Are you hitting on me? You wish. So where's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank. That car is what caught my eye. And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a brush. Live action roleplay. Sounds more like a nickname of some very heavy-handed writer or military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fuck in the open? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. Okay, I think LARPing's fine. I think going to, like, the fairs to roll around in the mud and, like, fuck, I think that's cringe. But LARPing, I feel like, I haven't LARPed before, but I feel like it'd be cool. I think it's probably just cause I have bias because I'm just big D&D dumb nerd. But now I don't like Alma as much anymore. So I stayed with him. I eventually have to. What are ERP? He said he wouldn't talk about this before. Shush. Save it for the DMs. I can't have you talking about leaking that stuff when my audition to V-Spire is still in the works, you know? Like, that's gonna jeopardize my chances. I'm expecting to hear back from them every day, any day now. I mean, yeah, any day now, yeah. Oh, does he have other ERP sessions going on behind my back? I thought you'd be faithful, support. The secret Japanese sponsor. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was... Oh, he has so many... I can't believe you're cheating on me. Well, who's telling... Support. Is he telling the truth? Are you sure? Because... I don't know who to believe anymore. I mean, I support my partner and what he does, but it's something like that. You see? You say as you cheat on me with the boss, that's something... No, I haven't cheated on you yet. It's just intention. There's different... There's a difference. You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you got something formal. Most of the time, you're still getting to know him. True. Think about it. If you end your longest aspiration for things like those... Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last you spent... Oh, okay. Yet you're emotionally unfaithful. Well, so are you, allegedly. And allegedly verbally as well. last night. Your cat doesn't count. A year ago, it was messing. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Support of the whole Discord dedicated to ERP. Yeah, seems believable. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, but don't you miss having them work with someone else at your sides? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there watching you, protecting you. Bruh. Jill. Anything I can make you to shut up and drink. I'll have you know that my uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, get me something weird, would you? Weird, a weird drink. Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon. That's... VT Glow Discord? I have not seen the VT. Sorry, was that... That's not the VT... The V-Spire one, right? No, it's different. It's not the V-Spire or the other one, right? Which one was that? Well, I don't think so. Dun, dun. Oh, yeah, I have not seen that one. No, I have not gone on that. That's weird. This is weird. It's just a fedora, an upside down fedora. And it's expensive, so we're gonna make good money. They... Oh, that looks pretty good. What do you... It's... How... It's literally like an upside down hat. What the fuck? Nah. They only take 20% graphics only. Maintain control of the model and account. They don't take... Oh, graphics? They only provide graphics? I mean, this definitely seems below industry standard. Obviously. Well, the 20% isn't, but the rest of it, you know, the support. The graphics only does. Model on the account is standard, I guess, but not less so for, like, small crypto, I feel like. But I guess since they're providing like the model for free, especially since they've made the model ahead of time. Usually the first thing you ask for is a Brantini, and something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, some of us feel like I need something different, you know. Something tells me part of the reason that this Damien is because it was too deep into the routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? Seems like it's gonna turn into Mysteria Live thing. I mean, I don't know. That one to me seems more like just a single person wanting to make a group of VTubers that they can be friends with, rather than like something malicious. like they're not really promising a lot of like support outside of that, which is not unexpected because I don't like. How do I say it? It would be given what I was seeing, it would be unrealistic for them to be providing like, a higher level of support than what they apparently are claiming. Like to expect that, so it doesn't feel like they're trying to make like empty promises. It feels like they're being relatively reasonable, and that makes me more inclined to believe that it's just like that one person who wants to make models and like have some VTuber friends and stuff. As for whether I think it's going to be successful, that's like a different story. But I don't think it's like necessarily malicious.
Whereas the Mysterialive thing seems to... You don't think it's just... you might have a bit more like information than I do on the matter. Because I've only seen the stuff on Twitter. I've decided somebody just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they prepared just for the occasion like this. As always, very perceptive. I have given that speech sometimes. I've kind of been like this. And claims that a single model costs them $3,000. $3,000 US? Yeah, that's a lot. That seems like too far. Euros? What's euros to US? Let me just check that. $3,293 US. That seems too high. Like if it was like maybe between like 1,000 or 2,000, like 1,000 USD, 2,000 USD, that would seem like somewhat expensive, but like kind of reasonable. But 3,000 is a lot. I'm assuming it's both the model and the rigging, of course. But like even then, that's still a ton. Like models are very expensive these days, but they're not that expensive. Always very perceptive of yourself. Decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked 2,000 euros for the model and 3,000 for everything, including graphics. That would make more sense. That would make a lot more sense. 2,000 euros for the model still seems pretty steep. But that seems more within like a reasonable amount. Let's see. Yeah, like that seems fair. Like not what is, but it seems more fair. Actually, there's this group of people that hack suicide with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember that was just petty vandalism. Everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. I wonder who it could be referring to. It's the anonymous. The one and only anonymous. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when that idea reaches a breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet that press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you will. So you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall.
There's something else that worries me, though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me. And it's thanks to that damn Dallas Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that. There's more pressing matters at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitation for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. We aren't. Even the game's telling me to be more social. God. Do you hate me that much, Gio? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, At this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll have to crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories, all night, shower together. You know, you need some human warmth in that place. So alone would fill my entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a sec. I refuse. In all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m. You know, that's, to be fair, that's morning. I consider any time that I wouldn't normally wake up to be morning. So if I'm like normally waking up at like, you know, like 11:30 or 12, then that's the morning. And anything before that is like night. But if I'm waking up at like 7:30, then that's the new morning. And everything after that is like morning, and everything before that is night. If that makes sense. Morning, yeah, early morning, yeah, exactly. It's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. For real, based. Having to wake up for class, oh, it's awful. I hate it. Because I should keep an eye on the time. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. I don't have a too early class, but I should probably end soon. Anyway, I'm going to need another drink here. Like, say, a big Brentini. Finally, that's the style I know. One, two. There we go. There we go. Enjoy. You know, Martini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got hold of the brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So in a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. No, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really. Most of the time, well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty's intoxicating. That's beside the point. I get my payment, do my job, forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, is no problem. I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you meet with your clients, or... I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember once I did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equal small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but a few times I've shown myself. They weren't even a risky or dangerous job, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a 7 nerd or something, given what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'm gonna ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Hello, sugar. Who's this? Oh. Oh, it's Mr. Donovan again? Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of one with a metallic arm. Oh, did he just try to... Wow. The boss? Damn. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. That's a yes. No, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flat in the field of my summer house. Rude. Good advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I just have the usual. That's just a beer. The usual. Glad to see that being offended doesn't affect your service. Not offended, just irked. I will say, in my head, I was very tempted to just, like, dump it full of Karmatrine and see what happened. But I decided to be nice to him, despite his rudeness. Brings you today, Mr. Donovan. That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did he succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised that kind of stuff you find out when you get to the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Oh yeah? That Lilum was here. She came yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out of your visit? Nope. Gossip worthy? Nope. Tabloid worthy? No. I mean, they'll put just about anything on those tabloids. It's so, like, weird. I don't know if that's just, I feel like it's mainly like a... It feels mainly like a British and Canadian thing. Like the tabloids and stuff. So, I don't know if it's like the same in America, but they just run like the most boring and inane stuff. I just don't... It irks me to no end. Go on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what he does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here or anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her or that you didn't already know. Fine. Hey kid, do you think we'll have nipples? Excuse me? I mean, I've seen a couple pornos for them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday, while interviewing the singer, I kept wondering. It's always an interesting conversation with him. I'd be fine without him, but the curiosity is killing me. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not they look good? Bunch of guys and a lesbian and wondering if the latest model... Alright. God bless those sons of bitches. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? Do you expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really, no. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. Read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece, even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I've heard about that somewhere, but they sent a message to some outlet saying they have proof of their claims. So they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. That'll be interesting. Cause Sai, the other cute girl, works for the White Knights. That'll be interesting, I think. I know, right? Alright, Kate, give me a bleeding chain so I can call it a day. We're getting lots of B name orders. Yeah. Most of the time he just does beers, and then occasionally, like, I feel like he's ordered like twice now, like a different thing, but like I think other orders have been like beers. Oh, because it's sobering, that's probably why. Ah, because it doesn't have any alcohol in it as well. Makes sense, makes sense. Simple enough for you, I see. So I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar. Is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the bear. Is he part of what? The boss is so mysterious, and that's why she's the best. Because she's all got that mysterious past. He's out running some bears. 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored, what can I say? Do you know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember, too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggested that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Throw so hard her arm fell off. That sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank you for winning me my second yacht. Thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. Yeah. Alright, I think we'll save it here because it is getting pretty late. And I do have class in the morrow. But thank you all for coming. We have Dave the Diver on Friday. I am tempted to try and do like a Magic the Gathering Gorilla sometime. Like this week, but I haven't decided on that. And next week probably be something similar. Lots of drinks and have a great night. Also, don't forget to check out the amazing other people in Flavor and all that. There's some great folks. Before I forget to save.